Okay, everybody, we are going to be making some cupcakes. And I'm very excited about this because this is going to look super cool. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is we are going to make cupcakes on a cupcake stand. So we need to draw the stand first. And we're going to draw the bottom. It's going to be 2 levels. It's going to be one here and one here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to draw an oval. And the oval has to touch almost each side of the paper. So we want it to be a flat oval. We don't want it to be a big wide oval. We want it to be like a flat, almost like a pancake. So the first thing we're going to do is do our flat pancake. Okay, so that's where our cupcakes are going to stand. Then you're going to draw a straight line down on either side. So it almost kind of looks like a table now, but you're going to connect these 2 lines with a curved line. Just like that. So now that's our first part of our first tier of our tray. Now we need to draw the stand that it, like the legs that it stands on. So to do that, we're going to draw a curved line right in the middle of our like oval coming from the bottom. 2 of them. Then we are going to draw a C. So go ahead and turn your paper like this, and we're going to do a nice big long C. Like that. Oh, looks like a stand. Isn't that so cool? So easy. Okay. I know I did that kind of fast, so I'll try and slow down. So the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to draw our cupcakes. Now, your cupcakes all have to be different flavors, and you're going to have a total of 5 cupcakes. And each one has to look different and be like a different flavor. It can be a made-up flavor. You can get creative with it. These are some ideas that I had for different flavors of cupcakes. And I'm going to show you how to do the 4 different types of toppings. Yeah. So there's like a bumpy kind of topping, like these 3. Then there's kind of like the pillowy curved line topping, like this one, and this one. There's the kind of the smooth topping, and then there's like the curly topping. So I'm going to show you how to do each one. So we're going to start with the bumpy one first. I'm going to do the orange slice. So you could easily change the color so that it looks like a lime or a lemon or something like that. So I'm going to do this one first. Actually, let's put that right next to ours so we can look at it while we draw. Okay, so we're going to do this one first. So the first cupcake's going to be right in the middle. And all you're going to do is first you're going to start with the bottom of the cupcake. And the bottom of the cupcake is just like a soft square, or I like to call it kind of like a bottom of a marshmallow. So if you were going to draw a marshmallow, that's kind of what it would look like. So I'm going to draw a curved line that's just barely curved, and then connect it. Then I'm going to do my topping, and to do the topping for this one, all it is a bumpy line that makes kind of like a triangle shape. And don't make your bumps too small and skinny. And I'm going to draw my orange slice so I know where I can stop. Just a little bit. Ooh, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit another one in here. I better make this shorter. This might be too tall. You guys will probably not have this problem, but I tend to draw things very large to the point where I don't fit things in. So I'm just going to make the bottom of my cupcake a little bit smaller. Okay, now, let's try that bumpy line. Just like that. Okay, much better. I'll definitely be able to fit another layer. Okay, and then to finish off the slice, the orange slice, is all you're going to do is draw another line. So you could also turn this into a watermelon too. And then do little pie slices. And to add some texture for this one, like the chocolate chip one has little like chocolate chips inside of it. My strawberry one has like a stripe of chocolate drizzle on it. For this one, I'm just going to add more bumpy lines floating on the inside to make it look like it's got that bumpy texture to it. Just like that. Now, I can't see through my cupcake, so I'm going to erase that part of the tray where you saw it, just like that. So I'm going to do, once I have my first one in the middle, so see how it lines up with the bottom right in the middle, I'm going to do one on either side. Okay, so you should have a total of 3 on this tray. So the next one I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you this one where it's just kind of like little curved lines. And I think I'm going to do the heart-shaped one. So again, to start, you're going to make that soft marshmallow shape. Then what you're going to do is I do just a bumpy line that's kind of at a diagonal because the whole point is that it kind of comes up to a point. So first I'm going to draw my heart because I want to make sure that I don't go too far up like I did with this one. Now all you do is you connect the bumps. Hopefully you should have the same number of bumps, but if you end up with extra or too many, you can just erase, redraw, adjust it. Then I'm going to erase my plate. Add my polka dots. Again, remember, you can change this up. You can make it look however you want. If you want to do different flavors, go for it. These are just my ideas to help you get started. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to do one more cupcake over here. This one I'm going to do like a smooth top cupcake like this one, the carrot cake one. Again, soft square or marshmallow shape. And this one's pretty easy. You're just going to kind of make a really, really soft rounded triangle. Just like that. Top it with anything you want. So I'm going to do carrot cake. So I'm going to top it with a carrot. Can't see through the carrot, so I'm going to get rid of that top of the triangle. Add little lines to show texture to the carrot. And then this one, I just did stripes. You could probably do something else if you wanted to. Kind of get to be a baker and you get to design your own cupcakes. Now, one other thing we're going to do to all the cupcakes is we're going to give the bottom part of the cupcake, where the cupcake paper is, or the cupcake liner, is we're going to give it some texture. And to do that, we're just going to do lines coming from the top, like you see here, and then lines coming from the bottom. You can make them just a little curved if you want. Usually 3 is good. This is not about making it, like, giving it a whole bunch of stripes or anything like that. Just a few lines from the top, a few lines from the bottom, just like that. And I like to make sure that they aren't touching. Kind of like their fingers, like going like this, so they miss each other. They go right next to each other. Okay, now for my second tier of my tray, all I'm going to do is right behind my middle cupcake, I'm going to draw a straight line that goes up. We might make that longer later in just a minute, but we'll see what we need to do. Now for my second tier of my tray, we want to make it the oval again. We're going to do it just like we did this one. I want to make that flat pancake, that flat oval shape, but I want it to be a little bit smaller because this one's only going to have 2 cupcakes on it. So it doesn't need to be as big. So you can draw it a few times, like with your finger, to kind of figure out like, okay, that's how big I want it. After that, you're going to do the 2 straight lines at the end. Make sure that your lines are not like way in here. That's like a table. You want it right off of the very top of that curve. Connect your lines. Just like that. Now see how I said we might make this a little bit longer? We are going to make it a little bit longer so it touches the line. And you know what? If it's not perfect, that's okay. If you look at mine, this side of my tray is a little bit longer than this side of my tray. That's okay. It's fine. It's just meant to be fun. So now I'm going to put 2 cupcakes on this tray. So I'm going to put one over here and one over here. So start with my soft marshmallow, soft square. And then we've done the bumpy one, we've done that one, we've done that one. So the last one I have to show you is the swirly one. The swirly one is a lot like the kind of curved pancake looking one. So you're going to start the same way. You're going to do bumps. You want to make these bumps really big. Oh, and I have this one as coffee flavored. It's supposed to be a coffee flavored. It's got a little coffee bean on it. So I'm going to draw my coffee bean first, so I know how high I have to go. You know what? I think these are a little too skinny, too small. So make those big bumps. Okay. Then the very bottom one, you're going to connect those two. And all you're going to do is you're just going to make curved lines, like real curly lines, coming from the V's of our bumpy line. So curls like that, curls down, that. Just like that. And there's my coffee bean flavored one. Now I'm going to do another one. I think I'm going to do the strawberry one, actually. I really like that one. So start with my soft marshmallow. Ooh, it's super cooking. Okay, so this looks good so far. We've got our cupcakes. This looks great, fantastic. But the last thing I need to do is I need to make this cupcake stand look like it is sitting on a table. So in order to do that, you're just going to draw a straight line down here. Now it's not going to go over the, like, inside of there. It's going to stop when you hit the tray and continue on the other side. Just like that. Now, I want you to give some kind of pattern to our table. You could do polka dots, you could do stripes, you could do zigzag lines, whatever you want. I'm going to do some stripes. Just like that. So, what is my next step? What's my next step that I'm supposed to do? What do you think? If you said Sharpie, you would be correct. Okay, now that I've Sharpied, I need to erase. So any pencil lines that you might still see, you need to erase with your big fat eraser. Okay, now for coloring this. Now, I know that some of the colors for the cupcakes might be kind of hard to get with just your normal basic set of markers, but I really want you to use markers. So we're going to kind of use a mix of markers and crayons. But here's the deal. I only want you to use crayon if you absolutely have to, because you don't have a color marker that is that color. So like, for example, if I have a pink marker and I want to color, say, this cupcake that's like strawberry or red velvet or something, and I have a pink marker, I want you to use the marker. But say you don't have a pink marker, for whatever reason, maybe you lost it or something, then you can go ahead and use a crayon. But we want most of the picture to be in marker as much as we can. I hope that made sense. So go ahead and continue to color it. Again, mostly with markers. You can use a little bit of crayon if you don't have the color that you need, because some of the browns might be hard if you don't have a lot of colors.